I have so many settings to change. But hello, I think I'm here. Let's check the level on the music. Still pretty loud. I'm gonna bring it down a little more. What was that noise? Weird clanking noise. Anyway, hello! I'm in the wrong screen. I want this screen. Because we're not really cooking anything on the stove yet. Welcome, everyone. I started a couple minutes early because I'm ready. So here we are. And we have a bunch of stuff that we're going to do today. So there's pockets of things all over the kitchen. Hello, Mama Bean. How are you? I have two beverages that I'm making today. So I'm going to start with one and drink that while I'm preparing the food portion. And then I'll make the second beverage while the food portion is in the oven. And I might not finish it, I might drink it tomorrow. But so today is a special show because Gussie Moose redeemed a sub, and when we spun the wheel, she got you pick vegetable and she picked sweet potatoes. So I'm gonna do a couple sweet potato recipes today. I was going to do fancy seasonal avocado toast, and I completely forgot. So I did have avocados, but I actually just threw them away yesterday because they were all moldy. So we're not going to do that after all. But I'm going to be doing a cranberry orange smoothie, and then I'm going to be making some savory Indian spiced sweet potato cakes with quinoa and chickpeas. And I will also do a sweet potato spiced juice. So it's going to be sweet potato juice, apple juice, and then spices like cinnamon, ginger, and cardamom, I think is what I decided. Mama Bean says she is breathing. Well, that's a good place to start. Oh yes, Rusty got a haircut today, you guys. He is here underfoot. Here you go, Mama Bean. There's Rusty. He got his hair did. He smells great too. Yes, we just took care of that today, so. She says, Rusty, I love you! So, it sounds like, Mama Bean, you're not having a real great day. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you overwhelmed with, like, work and stuff, or what's happening there? I know, isn't he cute? He's really cute when he's all just made up. So, for my smoothie, you guys, it's a cranberry orange smoothie, but I'm gonna put a banana in it for consistency. Anxiety. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Just brain overloading on all of the bad things. Yeah, I can see how that would happen. Well, I hope that maybe we can distract you a little bit from stuff. If not, I totally understand. So, I bought 2 bags of fresh cranberries at Aldi a couple weeks ago, and when they started to get soft, I just put them in the freezer. And now I have all of these cranberries available to use. So I've been playing around with the cranberry orange smoothiness for a couple weeks, and I think this is the one that I like the most, so this is what I'm going to share with you. So we've got a cup of cranberries, and we're going to do a banana. a little one. I saw a lot of recipes that were really involved and had like yogurt and almonds and syrup and vanilla, and part of the thing that I do here is minimize the amount of ingredients and steps that are required to make things. So that to me is like the best way that you can ensure that you eat something healthy, is that it's a little bit lower maintenance. You need a new drink recipe, so this is perfect. Great. Okay, so in addition to this, I grated some orange peel. I have this nifty little tool that I got for cocktail making. So you can zest it, or you can use this thing, which makes peels. And you basically just scrape it along the outside of the orange. And this is the peel from one orange. It doesn't make very much, but you can freeze it. So anytime you have fresh oranges, just get a bunch of orange peel and you can freeze it and then use it later in your recipes. So unfortunately for me, there's not a lot of people who use orange peel in recipes, especially for smoothies. So I don't really know how much is a good amount. But a lot of the recipes that I saw that had like 4 servings used the zest from a whole orange. So since I'm just making a single serving, I'm just going to use 1/4 teaspoon and see how it goes. It's very strongly flavored stuff, so you don't want to overdo it. Okay. So another thing that I'm going to do, because I don't know the exact measurements for things, is I'm going to eyeball my juice. So what I'm hoping for is 1/2 cup of orange juice and 1/2 cup of almond milk. And with the NutriBullet, it has this line up here that says max. And I want it to be halfway in here too, so I might not use all of this. Okay. So it looks like it's going to be about 1/4 cup or 1/3 cup orange juice. But again, if you have a single serve blender thingamajiggy, you could just eyeball it too. See how it's about half to the max line? Hi MVP. The mac was very good. I liked it a lot. The next time, it all disappeared, yeah. The next time I'm gonna be making a fancy vegan mac and cheese, I'm definitely gonna use your recipe for it, because it was really good. Okay, so I'm gonna blend this up and I'm gonna taste it. And last time I made one of these cranberry, this was the wrong thing. The last time I made a cran orange smoothie, it was very sweet because of the orange juice. So I don't think I'm gonna need to add any agave or anything. Ooh, well, this is kind of gross. I guess I didn't clean that the last time I used it. Here's a clean one. What are you doing? Stuff? Recycling bin. Good to recycle. Good job. You get a medal. I mean, yeah, when you're done with it. They are very much a pain to clean. You have a NutriBullet too? Alright, so we're gonna blend it. And it's a little frozen, so it's taking its time. So you're not supposed to blend it for more than a minute at a time. Oh, you wash stuff all the time and still find stuff in it? Yeah. I know, right? Like, anybody's gonna do that. Alright, I'm gonna blend it for a little longer. Alright, I think this is as good as we're gonna get it. Yeah, we used the same blender top, or I guess I used the same blender top for like 3 or 4 years before I replaced it. Because I didn't know any better. I'm sure it said in the manual and stuff, but who reads that? I don't. Okay, let's give it a good try. I don't have my small straw. Maybe that's the one that broke. Ooh, it's tangy. Keeps putting a box on my face. Well, look at that. Don't mouse over it. Of course, that is my luck. Has it always been like that? So now I have to figure out where else to put my face. So if you don't hover over it and stuff, like, it goes away, but still, that's very annoying. Really? Oh. Hi, Bookworm. It is yummy. It's very tangy. So what I did was a cup of frozen cranberries, 1 banana, about 1/3 of a cup orange juice, and then a 1/2 cup to 1/3 of a cup, 1/3 of a cup to 1/2 cup almond milk, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of orange peel, freshly grated. And it's very tangy. You can use it in the chat now. For some reason, I can't get the two to communicate with one another. So the only way that I can figure out how to get it to work without, like, being redeemable nonstop is to use the... Oh, shoot. How many minutes is that? Did somebody else redeem it already? Alexa, how many minutes is 378 seconds? Six minutes. Did somebody already redeem it? No, it doesn't look like it. Maybe it was left over from my trying to use it. Anyway, like I was saying, I can't figure out how to get the chatbot and Streamlabs web thingy to communicate. I did do a test before the stream, yeah. So the only way that I can get it to work where the limits per person and per minute are actually enforced is to use it on the web only. So I think I figured it out. Yeah, well, I figured that out too. So in like 6 minutes, you should be able to do it. My apologies. Yeah, But this is really good. If you try it and you feel like it's a little too tart for you, you can just add a little bit of like maple syrup or coconut sugar or agave, and it'll make it very dessert-like. It's very tangy and wonderful. The orange peel definitely made it better. Okay, so like I was saying at the start of the stream, I am going to be making sweet potato cakes, and I prepped some ingredients ahead of time because steaming a bunch of sweet potatoes and making quinoa, it's not good entertainment because they take a half an hour and we'd just be sitting there doing nothing. I know the camera jiggles. Do you want us to have tripods for everything in the kitchen? I wouldn't be able to move around. Like, we'd have a tripod here and a tripod there. I wouldn't be able to go back and forth from the refrigerator. It'd be a nightmare. And the dog's barking. He also hates the jiggles, apparently. But anyway, you guys, I'm preheating my oven, and I came up with a recipe to try, inspired by some other dishes online. So, we're gonna combine some sweet potato, quinoa, and chickpeas with some sauteed onions and garlic, which I still have to do actually, and then some spices and vinegar. Entire kitchen of tripods, I know. The other thing I was thinking is that maybe we could get tripods that attach to the ceiling and then just like go up and down, or you know, have cameras that are attached directly to the ceiling that point downwards, so that I really only have the one webcam, and then just they're on the ceiling and the wires come down somewhere inconspicuous and out of the way, you know? But I haven't made that happen yet. I need to find a way to put webcams on the ceiling. Also a light fixture that swings down like from both sides, that would be ideal, because I have a big fluorescent light shining right in my face in order for my face to be lit up. The struggle. Okay, so I forgot about sauteing the onions, so I actually have to get this out of the way. And all my spices. There we go. Oh, my pan's in here. I definitely cannot get that out. Okay. I know it sounds good. I'm hoping it is. I haven't made this before either. MVP says instead of turning our house into a TV studio, maybe we should just buy a TV studio and live in it. I'm cool with that. Hello, Zeus. We are just starting the food portion of the show. We already started the beverage portion. This is my cranberry orange smoothie. It's a cup of cranberries and a banana and a 1/4 teaspoon of orange peel with about 1/3 of a cup of orange juice and a 1/2 cup of almond milk. And it's tart and tangy and delicious. Full of nutrients and vitamins and antioxidants. Cranberries are on my list of the top 10 antioxidant foods from Dr. Axe. You need something to calm down? Well, I'm not sure a super tangy smoothie will do it, but maybe some chamomile tea? You should have some tea. Tea is always a good idea. Okay, front burner on medium-low, because I'm not going to use any oil in this. I'm just going to do my garlic and onions. Oh no, you got rained on? That's never fun. Oh yeah, I got some golden milk from Garden of Life. That's really tasty. It's not sweet enough for me, so I end up having to mix some syrup into it. Mama Bean, I had fun watching you guys play PUBG the other day. It was very entertaining. Yes, I second the hot shower idea. One of the best ways to relax. I've been trying to make Mondays into like a self-care day for me because I really enjoy streaming and I find like it's a really good outlet for me, and maybe the cooking has something to do with that, but I'm determined to like do yoga or use my treadmill, take a nice hot shower, and do some like restorative maintenance stuff, skincare stuff. So I've had a great day. Very relaxing. I was actually going to try to make some split pea soup for us to have for lunch, but I don't have enough split peas. I have purchased a bunch of different easy-to-make vegetables for the week, though. I like Mama Bean's advice. Yeah, you definitely need to find some way to vent your frustration, though, so I don't mind you talking about it. If you keep it all to yourself, you won't feel any better. I like lanterns. Lanterns are great. I'm pretty jealous. My mother went house shopping today. I love looking at houses. I would have liked very much to go with them. And envision all of the houses I won't be able to get myself. Woo! Rusty's here to help me with my bleeding fingers. Oh, Christmas decorating streams. Yeah, faux show. That'll be great. I put up some decorations in the living room yesterday. I got a ton more stuff that I want to do. MVP got me some 3M hooks at the store today so that I can hang some lights from the ceiling. I wrapped some lights around our curtain rod because we're not getting a tree this year. If anything, we might get like one of those 10-inch artificial ones that we can put on top of the entertainment center. True story. I asked my mom earlier today if I had left something at her house on Thursday, because we went over there for Thanksgiving, and she didn't write me back for a long time. And I texted her, "Are you buying a house?" Because it was a long time, and I actually wouldn't put it past them to just do it if they saw something that they wanted. Because they're so desperate to get out of their apartment. They've been living there for years, like years, not even a couple, like for a really long time. I'm gonna be good, and I'm just gonna use some water in here. Okay. We were really worried when we first got Porty about the Christmas tree because she used to climb trees outside. We've seen it done, and we weren't sure how she was going to respond to the tree inside, and she paid no mind to it whatsoever. The other one likes to play with the ornaments. Like a lot. She really likes to play with them. Alright, so let's see what my recipe is. A mashed cup of sweet potatoes. So I got those here. See, I cooked a bunch of them so that I could use them in this recipe and in lunches and stuff for the rest of the week. Oh, I was gonna do a bowl. I guess what I should do first is mash my chickpeas so that I can use this bowl. Half a cup of chickpeas. I know, they're so easy to forget in the refrigerator too. Oh, I love oatmeal. Do you use the instant oatmeal that's already flavored? Or do you eat plain and then add seasonings and stuff to it? Wibbly wobbly. So, I can attach the tripods for the cameras to the laptop stand, but they don't reach as high up. Yeah, Mama Bean, I'm trying really hard to not make too much stuff, because if I make it, I forget about it. So I'm trying to keep to a limited menu. So this week we're having stuffed acorn squash with chickpeas, and have a big bag of shredded kale, the sweet potatoes, and then I'm gonna do a bowl with quinoa that I already made, and other veggies. Don't call me! And then a sauce, and then I'm gonna do a kale bowl, so steam a bunch of kale and put veggies on that with a sauce. So that way I eat everything that I made, but it's slightly different, you know? So I'm thinking that I can probably mash these in the cup. The only thing I'm worried about with these sweet potato cakes, though, is that it's probably only going to make enough for 1 or 2 meals. So it is a lot of work to have to go through, but I feel like they're going to be really tasty and really yummy. I haven't really checked in with anybody today, Zeus, because of my self-care day. So I haven't seen him around. I saw that Gussie and Evil were streaming earlier, And I saw that Duck's canceled because he's not feeling it. There's too much work happening. I know, it's very potent. Potent onion smells. Zeus finished all his deeds. Good job. I'm blinded! Look, who says you can't caramelize onions without oil? Yeep. Okay, so that part's done. Now we gotta mix everything together. Oh, I'm not sure. Either way, it worked just fine, because I didn't put salt in them either. In case you were wondering. So you guys, I started a thing. I don't think it's come up on the timer yet. So if you do exclamation point QOTD, it will bring up the question of the day. So this is like a talking point thing that I'm starting, where every week when I'm in the kitchen, I'm gonna have a question of the day. So obviously I'm gonna have to work on the whole timer situation, but yeah, so if you do exclamation point QOTD, it will bring up the question of the day, and you can feel free to answer it and talk to each other about it. Yummy. Okay. So, there you go. I did it for you. Okay, so I got the chickpeas already. And now I'm gonna put my quinoa in here. Also a half a cup. So the question of the day is, what are some of your favorite ways to make sweet potatoes? So the first thing Mama Bean says is fries. So, Mama Bean, how do you make your sweet potato fries? What do you season them with? Do you just use salt and pepper, or are you a little more exotic? Do you use like garam masala or paprika? Okay, so for my spices, I am using Indian spices because that's what I'm feeling right now. So I need teaspoons. She says salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and a little oil for it to stick. Do you bake them or do you put them in the air fryer? What do you do? So I'm gonna do a half a teaspoon of chili powder. Just bake them. Do you line your pan with parchment or do you just use the pan itself? Half a teaspoon of salt. Foil, okay. I haven't used foil for a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't like washing it either. That's why I use the parchment. And I'm gonna do a teaspoon each of garam masala and curry powder. I have also had the shepherd's pie with sweet potatoes on top instead of regular potatoes, and it's very good. That's a great suggestion. Okay, and then I needed cilantro, so we're gonna do that. Teaspoon of that as well. Just dried. Oh yeah, I've done that before. I just figured they were used interchangeably because what else would you use wax paper for? Like, really? What is its purpose if you can't bake with it? Okay, and then I was gonna do some apple cider vinegar for some tanginess. So just a tablespoon. So then I'm gonna mix it all up and then I'm gonna taste some of it. And I'm gonna add more spices if it's not spicy enough for me.
That's cool.
Like, really, what what is wax paper used for? Like, I have no idea. Is it like a post-cooking thing instead of a cooking thing? Or does it have like some heat resistancy, but just not the same amount you would get if you were making something at a higher temperature? Not sure. We may never know, you guys. Zeus uses wax paper to put cookies on when they come out of the oven. Okay. And Mama Bean has gone to the Google machine. Thank you, Mama Bean. So I've made a veggie loaf on the stream before. And this is very similar to that, but these are going to be shaped individually. And one of the things that makes that easier to do is the sweet potatoes, because they're so sticky, but they're firm at the same time. And you can shape them very well. Okay, that's probably mixed enough to taste. A nice little flavor sample. So, we're learning here. Mama Bean says, wax paper can also be used to wrap food for cold storage or even line a pan for making something like fudge. Putting a piece of wax paper between items you're freezing will also prevent them from sticking together. Okay. So to sum it up, parchment paper is good for hot applications and wax paper is good for cold. Okay. Time to taste. So it's very yummy. I feel a flavor. I think it's good the way it is. So we're gonna go with this. So now the fun part, forming it into little thingies that I can put onto a pan. So let's move some of this stuff out of the way. Apologies guys, but the majority of the stream involves moving things around. Someday when I'm famous and partnered and stuff, maybe I can get a real kitchen. Maybe. Okay. I would love to make fudge on the stream, Zeus. Except mine would be healthy fudge, because that's how I do. So I am going to try to portion these out, much the same way that I do my veggie burgers. I'm doing 1/3 of a cup at a time, and then we're going to see how many we have. That's not working. Well, at least I can measure it out and then form it with my hands. Yep, that's pretty much what it is. So like, I'm not planning on eating them like a burger, but I'm sure you'll be able to do that. Mama Bean, have you ever made chickpea cutlets? Thank you! Thank you, Mama Bean, for the cookie. I will eat it momentarily. And I have to find a way to make the two thingies communicate with one another, because then it's the Cookie Monster. Chickpea cutlets. So there's the Brendan Brazier book, Thrive, has some really healthy recipes in there. I think that's where I got the chickpea cutlets recipe. But it's basically supposed to be like chicken cutlets that you can use as your protein, like your main part of the meal, and just have your veggies on the side. They're very time consuming to make, but they're very good. Oh, thank you, Zeus. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I just can't figure out how to get the website and the bot to talk to each other. I figured out how to make the same currencies, like source the same currencies, but the alerts don't work together for some reason. The problem that I was having was that I had a limit of how many people could use it at a time. Cooldown. I had a cooldown set up on the bot, but it wasn't working because of the website. The website portion doesn't have that information on it. Not that I could find anyway. But thank you for that, Zeus. I will take a look at that, see if I can figure it out, and then if I have any more questions, I will ask you for help. Actually, that's not enough for another one, so we're just gonna put the rest of this stuff. Hello, the Appley. Thank you for following. Today we are making a bunch of sweet potato-y stuff. We started off the stream by making cranberry orange smoothie. And we have moved on to sweet potato cakes. Just so you're aware, there is a time limit. You have to wait before you can participate in the chat. but after 10 minutes you should be able to say stuff and communicate with everybody else. Thank you for waiting. We'll be here for a little while longer for sure. Alright, so it looks like I'm getting 5 cakes. So these are made with Indian spices. They're not spicy, but they are very good. All right, so my oven is preheated to 350 degrees, and we're gonna cook them for like 12 to 15 minutes on each side. Okay. Okay, what am I missing? Yes, it is an actual command because I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. Okay, so thank you, Mama Bean, for redeeming your 200 gold or 200 beans so that I might eat a cookie. Today we are eating a little alpine hiker. Thank you very much for your support. I know. I'm just so stuck on MVP's stream that it just came out that way. Hummused up. I like that. I should start using that. So, Mama Bean, to make the cutlets, you do puree the chickpeas. Like, it's a chicken cutlet made out of chickpeas and chickpea flour and a whole bunch of other stuff. It looks like that. So, side note, I guess if you're going to be making these, you can use whatever bean you want. You don't have to use the chickpeas. You could use black beans or kidney beans or white beans, whatever. Yeah, it's like a veggie burger, but you kind of shape it like a chicken cutlet. Okay, you guys, so I don't need these things out anymore. So let me put some of this stuff in the fridge. Oh, I need to set a timer. Alexa, timer 15 minutes. MVP, are you playing a game? MVP is in the other room just going like, ah, seriously? And like, making a noise. It sounds like she's suffering a lot. You don't cuss like that otherwise. Okay. I won't be too worried about you then. Okay. So, while those are in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and make my sweet potato juice. Or get it ready anyway. So, I have these really ganky old sweet potatoes that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna do a sweet potato and 3 apples. My original plan was to use 2. They're very small. And then I'm gonna put spices in it. And we're gonna see how this goes. I feel like it's gonna be like carrot juice. Told you you had a war to fight. With yourself. MVP is just very emotive. She has feels. Lots of feels. So does Rusty. Hi, Rusty. What you barking about? Mamba Bean, you still haven't gotten a juicer yet, have you? The war with ourselves is real. Yes, yes it is. Yeah, that's kind of shitty, MVP. I'm sorry. Yeah, a juicer. Do you have a juicer? Never met her? I feel like maybe one of the things that I could do for like giving back in the future, I should set up like a juicing nonprofit. People can apply and can get grant money to give people juicers. Making the world a better place, one juice at a time. Okay. I was going to use fresh ginger in here, but I forgot to get some at the store. So I'm just gonna use regular powdered. Yeah. Sorry, burping. Seems like I need to cut my knives later. Cut my knives, sharpen my knives. Zeus, do you like sweet potatoes? You didn't chime in with an answer for the question of the day. You love sweet potatoes? So what's your favorite way to eat them? Do you have like recipes you like to make with them, or is it more of a special occasion thing? Do you eat them when you go out? What's your experience with them? The one thing college has done for you? So how do they serve them at college? Do they have baked sweet potatoes in the cafe or something? Mashed with butter, brown sugar. We'll have them on special occasion now. Cool. So I went over to my grandmother's house for like second Thanksgiving yesterday, and she made baked sweet potatoes, and they were pretty good. She had like a margarine that was made with coconut oil, which was very coconutty. So I didn't really care for that, but I did eat the whole thing. Well, the half that I got. Yes, potato fries. Sweet potato fries are really good. I've made them with garam masala before, and I like them a lot. There's a grocery store here that has like bags of crinkle cut sweet potatoes that you can use to make fries at home. And we've bought them a couple times, but we haven't used them in the air fryer yet, so I would like to try that out at some point. Okay, so I guess it's ready. We're ready to do the juice part. There's the juicer. Right here. All my spices in the way. Spice cupboard is an issue. Okay. Dog's in the way. Did you want an apple? Here you go. Oh, you dropped it. You got it? Okay. Look out, Rusty. You gotta get out of the way. I wonder if I turn this way, you can see the juicer machine. There we go. Let's do that. Focus, focus. Come on. Ninja bullet juicers have a juice. Ninja bullet thingies have a juice mode? Oh, I don't know. Do they? Are you gonna focus or what? Are you focused? You're a little focused. Okay. Well, I guess this is the best we're gonna do. But you know what? I'm not even gonna be able to come over here. You're not gonna be able to see anything. Nope. Oh well. It was worth a shot. Different types of blenders you're looking at, Zeus? Is that what you're looking at? Or juicers? Yeah, juicers, you can either buy one that's like $40 that's big. It uses like a centrifugal force thing to juice things. So it does vegetables and fruit pretty well, but it doesn't do greens very well. So the one that I got here was like $300 or $400, and I got it so that it would do everything and would last me forever. But yeah, the cheap ones are fine. You can juice carrots, celery, cucumbers, carrots, potatoes, all kinds of fruit. It won't do berries very well, but I don't know, man. I used to have a juicer like that. It has like a grinding mechanism. So when you put it down, like there's a chute, you put the fruit or vegetable in there. Hi Dux, it's going good. We're just talking about juicers. He's making fun of me for saying that a juicer uses centrifugal force. Some of them do anyway. This one just crushes things. Uses an auger. Duck, so you're catching the last half of the stream. So far, we have made a cranberry orange smoothie, which is very delicious. And we have sweet potato cakes in the oven, baking. And right now, I'm going to be making a sweet potato juice, and I'm gonna put some spices in it so it's like autumny and seasonal and festive. So, I've never juiced a sweet potato before. So I'm gonna do it. And we're gonna see what happens. Unfortunately, you can't get a close-up until I'm done. But, how about we get the space ready. Sorry to hear about your struggles, MVP. Don't be mean, Zeus. Okay, so I'm gonna get this thing going here. I've heard a lot of people making crackers and cookies and bread and stuff, muffins and things, out of their juicer pulp. And I used to save it to try to use it in things, but I had a backlog. Like, I couldn't keep up with it. So now I just compost it, or I give some to Rusty. Just a little bit, though. So I should mention that the type of juice that I'm making right now is not one that's usually recommended for everyday consumption. So if you're familiar with the film Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, the guy who hosts it, he has an account now called Joe the Juicer. And in the film and in his, books after it coming out, his suggestion for vegetable to fruit ratio is 80% vegetable juice and 20% fruit juice. And I'm pretty much doing like a 50-50 or 60% veg to 40% fruit. But I don't drink this stuff every day. And I usually drink it with food. So that's a caveat there. Like, if you're going to be juicing a lot and you're going to use a lot of fruit in your juices, don't drink it on an empty stomach, because it could make your blood sugar spike and then crash. If you eat it with food, it won't have the same effect. Or it shouldn't. Like, if you have something with some whole grains or some healthy fats in it. There's just so much nutrient density in a fruit and vegetable juice. It's definitely worth it to have. This is making the perfect 16-ounce size. Come on. There's like one little sweet potato nub that doesn't want to go down all the way. Come on, dude. Oh, hey, the timer's done. Alexa, stop. You are the squad leader. Whoops. Centrifugal juice, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna flip these over, hopefully. Alright, so this is what they look like right now. Let's see if we can manage to flip them over without destroying them. Ooh, hot! Could have done that better. Well, this is not going to plan. I think they're going to be mostly okay. But now I know that if I'm making these with parchment paper, I still need to oil it or something. It smells really good. Okay. It's not a loss. It'll work out just fine. Alexa, timer 15 minutes. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna back this up and see if we can get this sweet potato to go through. Nope. That one's done cooperating. Okay. So, it's this nice, beautiful, pale orange color, look. Is today a holiday, or are people on their Thanksgiving break? Bookworm says, didn't MVP have to work this weekend at the store? Yes, that's why she's home. It's National Cake Day! Well, I really missed that one, didn't I? It does look like a creamsicle, doesn't it? So I'm gonna strain it. What I usually do is empty my pulp bucket out, and I strain it into here. But look at how sticky this is. There's like no liquid left in it. It's dry pulp. I will give some to the doggo. Hey Rusty, you want some pulp? Okay, so yeah, I just usually rinse this and then I filter it into there with the handy dandy strainer that it comes with. Pulp bucket sounds like Poodle's new insult. Ow, my toe! Oh, I stubbed my toe. It's a very foamy juice. I wonder why that is. It must have something to do with the sweet potatoes. You pulp bucket. So you don't have to strain it. Straining your juice is optional if you like the fiber, but I don't. I don't particularly care for gritty beverages. Okay, so I'm gonna add some spices to this. My thought was a pinch of this and a pinch of that. I'm drowning my anger in chocolate. That's good. I stress eat myself. Okay, so we're gonna try a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, and hopefully that's not too much. And then we're gonna do pinches of the other ones. Pinch of cardamom. I know, pulpy drinks are no bueno. Before I was vegan, I went to Starbucks and I got like a coconut frappuccino, and I don't know, I thought it was just coconut flavor, but it had coconut, like shredded coconut in it. Why you would drink a beverage full of shredded coconut is beyond me. I was not happy with it. Zeus says, I need pulp for your orange juice. Pineapple juice needs pulp, and pineapple orange is half pulp. Pulp logic. Okay. Pulp Logic was my band name in high school. You guys are on fire today. I tell you what, it smells like apple pie. Let's pour this into a vessel. And I'm just tasting it today. I'm not gonna finish it because I'm gonna be having sweet potato for dinner. I'm gonna bring it to work with me tomorrow. Excuse me. Actually, it was dishes from Grandma. We broke up after 2 days. Okay, I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try it. It's good. It's very yummy. It's not too spiced either. Could definitely add some more spice. So we're gonna do 2 more pinches of cardamom and ginger. See what trying new things does? Now I know. Now I know sweet potato juice is delicious. It's very yummy. Yeah, that's good. It really does taste like an apple pie, which is funny because it also has a sweet potato in it. That's good. Delicious and nutritious. Full of vitamin A. But, like I said, I'm not going to finish it today. Whoopsie. So there you go. That's what it looks like. Beautiful, light orange, delicious juice. And I will post the recipe for this on my website and in the Discord. So if you guys ever start juicing, you too can try this recipe. Alexa, how much time is left on the timer? Okay, so I have 7 minutes left. So I think I'm actually going to make broccoli to go with these sweet potato cakes so that we have something to eat other than just them. And we're just going to eat all this brock. Non-broccoli, yeah. I could probably just blend up potatoes and strain it as usual. Most likely. It might be a little difficult. Sweet potatoes are pretty firm. I don't need one of them juicers. It would be pretty fun to start my charity of a juicer in every home. Will be my legacy. And we're just gonna reuse this pan, you guys. Reuse in the pan. Oop, I forgot to wash my broccoli. So even though I have been vegan and MVP has been vegan for many years, we still grew up not vegan and we still kind of have that default mentality where you have, like, for your meal, you have like your protein and your grain and your vegetables. At least I do. And it's been something that I've been struggling with for a long time. So something like what I'm making today, with it being cake made out of vegetables and a little bit of protein, and not having another protein in it, is a little disorienting for me, but it's still going to be filling, it's still going to be nutritious, and it's still going to be delicious. So it's going to work really well. And Rusty would like this broccoli, don't ya? Here you go. Rusty loves the center of broccolis. Yeah, I mean, it's default for most people. And we try to eat so much vegetables, though, it's hard to also incorporate those other things into your meal. So I've been trying not to worry about it as much. With MVP being on Weight Watchers, too. It's hard to have protein sources that are not just tofu or beans. It gets a little boring after a while. So I don't think we're logging a lot of stuff the past couple days because of work. But if I put this recipe into the Weight Watchers today for the cakes, the sweet potatoes will have points on them. So it is difficult to come up with new and interesting things to eat when somebody's on Weight Watchers. But we'll figure it out. Zeus, I think it's just been ingrained in our minds as Americans to eat like that. And there's definitely nothing wrong with that, but we definitely also need to eat more veggies. As many veggies as possible. So the quinoa and the chickpeas in there will be good for that. For the protein aspect of it. So when you're cooking something in a pan like this, I usually opt for dry spices. So I'm using garlic powder and onion powder. And salt. Smells great already. You like eating like that? So since I've been shopping at Aldi more regularly, I feel like the majority of what I've been eating is produce, which I'm really proud of. And it's kind of surprising me at the same time, because I was always under the impression that if I just ate fruit all day, I'd starve to death. But it seems to be working out okay. You lost weight at Thanksgiving. Interesting. Most people, like, the opposite happens. See, for Thanksgiving, we definitely ate things that were much worse, like heavier than usual. I don't think I gained anything, though. I don't really check my weight. I'm one of those obnoxious people that doesn't really fluctuate. Zeus, I theorize that much like vitamins, if your body doesn't need the calories, sometimes it just disposes of them. I don't think that's actually what happens, but... Alexa, stop! So these cakey things are supposed to be done. Here, we're gonna turn this down a little bit. But I've just been thinking a lot recently about how I want to be healthy, but I don't want to like spend all my time in the kitchen and eating fruit all the time and having salads and stuff is really the only way to do that. 25 pounds a year weight loss. I'm sure it's more to do with stress than it is with food, Zeus. Zeus, I find it hard to believe that you were ever big. Bigger than you were, anyway. Yeah, if I had gone to university, I wouldn't have lost any weight either because I didn't have any to begin with. I thought about going to community college for art, but I didn't do that either. You were 150 before college? I've always had a really high metabolism. The only time I've ever gained weight was when I stopped being vegan and I started eating Ben & Jerry's all the time. That was the only time. And since then, I've tried to gain muscle weight, and that's the only way I can gain some pounds is when I'm constantly lifting weights and drinking protein shakes. And that's not really sustainable, so I'm not really going to do that anymore. Everybody keeps telling me my metabolism's gonna get worse, but we'll see. Yes, great idea, I know, right? I've decided that I'm gonna try to do yoga every day. And like clean the house when I'm done cooking. Adulting and stuff. I already ate Bean's cookie, it was a little hiker man. That's a good weight, Mama Bean. But yeah, I've heard all kinds of things like hormones will do to your body after you have kids. Some people's hair color even changes. Did you know that? I had parenting class in high school, and that was one of the things that came up. So I guess I'm gonna take these out of the oven and see how they're doing. I'm a little apprehensive. You gotta get out of the way, boo-boo. Move, Rusty. Rusty, move. They're still very soft. Well, I guess we're just gonna eat them, and next time we're gonna experiment with making them firmer before we put them in the oven. Maybe I should increase the temperature a little bit. Man. So MVP, I have a couple thoughts about dinner.
Yeah.
The patties, the little sweet potato cakes, are still very soft. I'm not sure they're gonna get firmer than they are. But what I could do is I could bake them at a higher temperature for some more time, or we could just eat them the way they are, mushy and all. We could put them on a piece of bread.
Ah!
I'm not sure that was called for.
Oh. Ah!
Oh wait. Well, I guess we're just gonna eat it.
Is it almost?
It's ready pretty much. You gonna finish up?
Well, it's gonna be a while, but I was coming to grab a fruit thing.
Nope, it's done. When I plate it, okay. I didn't even see you were talking to me in there. Saying what to an unexpecting victim? I missed it. I'm sure I said it, but I don't remember what it was. All right. Alright, well, they don't scoop off the pan too bad. It's just when you try to flip them that they give you a tood. Broccoli still steaming. Okay. Now it's my favorite part. It's ready, MVP. Rusty's pumped. Okay. This one's for you.
Yeah.
Let's do another white balance. It's very dark. There we go. Alright, we're doing a taste test. Let's start with the broccoli. Oil-free garlic broccoli. Very delicious. Yummy. Oh, your smells give me a hungry. Wow, that's not what I was expecting. Mothman is coming. What? Are you super excited, ducks? It looks very, very hot. So when is that happening, ducks? You need 5 of these right now? It's very good. I like it a lot. Hi, Cable. Label created, not yet in system. So what, did you order Mothman? I thought you were just referring to, Fallout. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You ordered Mothman? Cable! So, we're wrapping the stream up. These are my sweet potato cakes I spiced with Indian spices. They're a little fall aparty, but they're very delicious. So next time I'm definitely going to add some sort of flour to help them stay together. But I mean, look, it's not sticking to the pan or anything. Excuse me. But it's very yummy. It's sweet potatoes, chickpeas, quinoa, onion, garlic, and spices. I can give you a permit, Ducks. Give me 2 seconds. There you go. Thanks, Gable. So, as you might have noticed during the stream, these were a little time-consuming to make. But if you make the ingredients in a big batch and use them for other things during the week as well, you can make this later. You don't have to steam the sweet potatoes or make the quinoa the same day. Well, whenever you got it, you're fine. Just let us know when you're ready. You could also probably use canned sweet potato just as easily because you just mash it up when you're done. What do you think, MVP? She's dying again. So, I think I put it on the schedule already. But next week, I am going to do the chili waffles. Mama Bean, I haven't actually used canned potatoes for anything, just canned pumpkin. You're not sure you love it? What? Well, I'll try different flavors next time. Video game dying. I'm not sure it's good or bad. I'm sure it's bad. So yeah, next week I'm gonna do cornbread waffles and chili on top because somebody mentioned that and it sounded really good. So we're gonna do it. So we're pretty much done. So I was checking to see who's on right now. You need food. Well, you could come over and have the last sweet potato cake, but that's all I got right now. So let me browse food and drink. So someone is making mini lemon meringue pies and dough for kolaches. That sounds exciting. Other than that, I don't really know. Do you guys have any suggestions? I could host, or I could raid, or I could do none of those things. But I do want to check out Dux's link. Oh, that's cute. Yay, that's cute. I like it.
That's cool.
I can see why you're so excited. I don't think MVP is ready to be rated right now. So I think we're gonna check out these little pies. Let's try to find this again. So we're gonna go raid. We're gonna go raid Mama's house, 1984, because she is making mini lemon meringue pies. So thank you guys so much for coming, and I will see you next week, probably at 4 o'clock, when I'm making cornbread waffles with chili on top, and probably guacamole syrup. And I might see you sometime later this week, depending on how well I feel, because I am working till 3 every day. So I might have time to stream again. So we'll see what happens. But I will put all these recipes online as soon as I'm done eating and cleaning up. And I will tweet it out when they're ready to check out. So thank you guys so much for coming. And be sure to say hi to Mama's house when we get in there. So you guys have a great night. Thank you again.